And welcome back, Movie Maniacs, where we dive deep into the latest movie releases, movie review of the remake or the reboot of Toxic Avenger. Today, we're talking about one of the wildest, weirdest, and most unapologetic movies of the year, the Toxic Avenger. Yup, Troma's cult classic superhero is back, bigger, grosser, and maybe even better than before. So let's break it down. For those who don't know, the Toxic Avenger started way back in 1984 as a low-budget, campy, gore-filled superhero parody from Troma Entertainment. It was over the top, raunchy, violent, and it built a massive cult following. Now, in 2025, we have a reimagining starring Peter Dinklage as our mutant anti-hero, plus Elijah Wood, Jacob Tremblay, and Kevin Bacon. That's a stacked cast for something that started as a grindhouse midnight movie. So what's the story this time around? Without spoiling too much, we follow Winston Gooze, a meek janitor played by Peter Dinklage, who, after a run-in with some nasty corporate corruption, ends up in, you guessed it, radioactive waste. Instead of dying, he transforms into a deformed, super strong monster, the Toxic Avenger. From there, it's a mix of ultra-violent justice, dark comedy, and surprisingly, some heart. Peter Dinklage is fantastic here. He balances tragic and ridiculous, making you actually root for the Toxic Avenger, even when things get grotesque. Kevin Bacon chews the scenery as the slimy villain. Elijah Wood, let's just say he looked like he escaped from the Lord of the Rings multiverse with his unhinged performance. And Jacob Tremblay gives the movie a surprisingly grounded emotional core. Stylistically, the movie embraced its B-movie roots. Expect buckets of gore, absurd practical effects, and a tone that swings from slapstick comedy to brutal carnage in seconds. Think Deadpool mixed with old school grindhouse. It doesn't hold back, whether that's a good thing or too much. It depends on your taste. What worked? The cast, especially Dinklage and Bacon. The insane practical effects and over-the-top action. It keeps the punk rock anti-establishment spirit of the original alive. But barely. What didn't work? Not all the jokes land. Some feel forced. The tone can be jarring if you're not into extreme gore. It might alienate audiences looking for a polished superhero flick. At the end of the day, the Toxic Avenger 2025 is not for everybody. But that's exactly the point. It's unapologetic, gross, hilarious, and a love letter to the weird. If you're into outrageous cult cinema, this is a must watch. If you're squeamish and expecting Marvel level polish, might need to skip it. I give the Toxic Avenger a 2 out of 5. It's not like how it was back in the day. At some point, Toxic Avenger took over, and it was everything. Only because it used to come on late nights when kids was up and they didn't even know nothing about it. Like when I was young and I used to see the Toxic Avenger, I was like, what is this? And it was so goofy and over the top that I watched it and I embraced it. And I think a lot of kids did during that generation. Which is why I got a cartoon, it got toys, all way after the success of the movie. But they all aren't created equal, the originals. So let me know that. So let me let you know that. So if you go back and you try to watch the originals, I would say the first one, maybe the second one. But I remember the third one not being that good. Even as a kid, I was like, this is not no good. I think he fights the devil or something. Yeah. But it had its run. And this one, I mean, it was okay. It was mid. So what do you think? Are you excited to see the Toxic Avenger return to the big screen? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the review, and don't forget to subscribe for more movie breakdowns every week. Until next time, stay toxic in a good way. But cut. That's a wrap. Until next time, movie maniacs, I'll see you at showtime. Peace out.